Kare Kare. So, Kare Kare is a peanut/peanut butter based stew that not a lot of non-Filipinos know about, but once they've had a taste, they all end up loving it. Now, Kare Kare is derived from the word curry, but it's unlike all the other curries that you're thinking about. Okay, there it is. Peanut butter. That's what we're gonna use to make Kare Kare.
The main ingredients are oxtail, peanut sauce, and veggies. It's simple to make, but since I've never made Kare Kare before, I asked my mom to help me out. Plus, she was visiting, so why not? The first part takes the longest, and that's getting the oxtail tender. This takes about 2.5 to 3 hours in a normal pot, or about 40 minutes in a pressure cooker. Like in my sinigang video, you can experiment with putting other types of vegetables in Kare Kare if you'd like. I'm just using these vegetables because they're what I'm used to seeing my family cook with. These are annatto seeds, and we're using these primarily to give the stew a little bit more color. Otherwise, it just looks like bland peanut butter. Okay, a few years later after your oxtail has finally tenderized, transfer everything into another container so you can get the base started. I have a fun Kare Kare story for you. When I was about 9 years old and still lived with my grandparents, my dad would visit us periodically. One night, my dad and I had dinner together at a Filipino restaurant. I let him order, and he suggested Kare Kare. I read the description and it said peanut butter stew. I was like, what the heck? Gross. But I kept my mouth shut because I wanted to show my dad that I was open to the idea, but I was dreading having to try this dish. Long story short, I was so surprised by how good it was. You know what? That moment taught me to be open to trying new food. In Tagalog, you call annatto seeds achuete. After it's done soaking, squeeze the achuete to get as much color out of it as you can. Who needs food coloring when you've got this stuff? You can also add more seeds and water to increase the color if you prefer. Now in this last bit, all you need to do is mix everything back into the base you just created. You can also add more water to adjust the thickness of the stew. If you prefer more meat or vegetables, be my guest. This is your Kare Kare, so you do you. Just simmer for a few more minutes to get everything integrated and mix. Coat everything in that thick peanut buttery sauce. Okay, one last but very important thing. You have to eat Kare Kare with bagoong. That's because most of the flavor comes from the marriage of the stew and the bagoong. While you're eating, take a teeny bit of bagoong with each spoonful of Kare Kare and rice. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Try it now. What are you waiting for? Get cooking!